Hi guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Happy Thursday, sir.
Happy Thursday, and that clock is ticking, PJ.
Getting closer to Tuesday.
Getting closer to Tuesday at midnight, your last chance to enter to win the two amazing Hurst vehicles here in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Chris, I know that we've had the top up before, and now we've got the top down.
Tops off.
And before, the other day, we were in it. You saw
That's
big
right.
sign.
We've shown this before. Here, okay, I'll do it for you. Walk all around it, do this.
Like a ring girl or something like that. Linda Vaughn.
Linda Vaughn.
Would have been something that
It was
walked around.
nice to see Linda Vaughn a couple of months
What
ago.
are we looking at here?
Well, this is, remember, this car was at McCacken by special invitation. And so this was added at McCacken. McCacken, of course, muscle car and Corvette National, Chicago, Illinois, every November. And the best muscle cars in the country are there. If you think about Trailer Queens, yeah, it's Trailer Queens and Trailer Queens and Trailer Queens. The most meticulously restored vehicles. And so to be invited to McCacken, you've got to have something pretty darn nice. And this vehicle was there. And so this poster board, if you will, was with it, telling you all about, you know, the Hurst old story, the backstory on, including, let's see, yeah, can you tell which one of those three young ladies in 1969 is Linda Vaughn?
Oh, assuming the one in the back there.
I'm guessing the one standing up, yeah. And those would be the Hurstettes.
And that big thing is a shifter, right? Is that a
That big thing is a shifter.
I think your hand's covering
Oh,
the
sorry.
side view of it.
Yep. And then Linda, of course, in that gold lame matching the gold to the Hurst. See, she's color coordinated, PJ.
Chris, this thing up here that says there's an old saying, what wins on Sunday sells on Monday. Is that what really was
Win
all
on
about?
Sunday, sell on Monday. Here's where they started to figure out that that was the truth. Earliest days of NASCAR, you would find out that whatever vehicle won that race, the next day, there would be guys at their dealerships wanting to buy that model. Happened in the late 50s, even before the big Daytona Super Speedway was built, when they were racing on the road course on Daytona Beach. And if a Chevy won, on that Monday morning, the Chevy dealer would get an influx. People wanting that hot new fast Chevy. If a Pontiac had won, if a Dodge had won, if a Plymouth had won, same story.
How long did it take the manufacturers to realize this was a thing? Pretty quick?
Pretty darn quick, right? Yeah, certainly by 57 maybe, they were well aware that what won on Sunday sold on Monday. And so that's what that saying means. And let's take a look here at this photo. There's some interesting stuff going on here. Of course, there's only one convertible because only three were made. And I can't tell you if this is West Coast or East Coast. But then you can see there were 906 of the hardtops that were built. And so you can see some of them here as parade cars. Look all the way back here. Anybody kind of figure out what that is? Is that an AMC?
The red one?
No, in front of the red one.
Oh.
Almost looks like an AMC to me, but I can't quite tell from this angle. Maybe you guys have better eyes than me to tell. But regardless, 906 hardtops. We gave away one a few years ago. 3 convertibles built. 2 are left. They're in big museums.
And this is not the third.
This is not the third. This was made by, this was restored, a labor of love, over $100,000 was spent just on the restoration. PJ, go ahead and spin around there. Look what just came back into the garage. It's a GT and a GTO.
Look at that. Everything's coming back in the garage right now.
Right, and the big old Ram diesel truck, that will be the second to the next giveaway that ends. $108,000 that Ram 3500 went for the sticker price. And Harvey, the Dream Giveaway Garage. Puppy.
He's hanging out too. So not only was the T-shifter on there, Alan says, but that 300-pound hood that comes with this car.
That's correct. The hood is really, really heavy on there. I had it open earlier to to check out the 455. But you guys have only 4 days and some hours left to enter. And if you're the winner, we'll fly you here to the Dream Giveaway Garage, where not only will you get the keys and the title, but you'll get to pet Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey's just hanging out here with us. That's so funny.
You know what I realized, Chris, the other day?
What'd you realize? Hold on, let's make sure you're on mic here. Go ahead, Lori.
I was not only prepared for Irish Day, I'm prepared for the Mopar. My
Look at
toes
that.
are green and orange.
You've got Super Mopar toes going on, Lori.
To go with the Hellcat tattoo.
Right, so you've got limelight and you've got vitamin C there.
Do.
That's so amazing.
I know. Mopar.
Or no car. Thanks, Lori.
There's a lot going on in the garage all of a sudden.
That's right. And when you guys are in the Tampa Bay area, be sure to come on by and visit us. Call first. Make sure that we have time to give you a private tour of the Dream Giveaway Garage in Area 52. And we'd be delighted to host you here and to have you enjoy all of our vehicles in person.
And you can be part of this crazy every once in a while that happens.
Indeed you may. PJ, who's out there today?
Well, Kathy says this is definitely a Harvey sighting. Steve says, I love the olds, had a few of them, but not when we look at this particular one here. This is a tribute car, right?
Correct. So all Hurst olds that were built at the factory and not at the Oldsmobile factory. These were taken offline. Those 906 were all based upon Cutlass 442s. Every single one of them. There is no such thing in 1969 as a factory Hurst olds. They're all converted offline. The company who did it, the name starts with a D. Darn it, and I forget the name.
Well, they did an amazing job on this. With
did an amazing job.
So
this did start life as a Cutlass convertible. And again, over $100,000 was spent on making it look just like, except for the platform. There's no platform here for Linda to stand up there and to wave to the audience. But over $100,000 in making sure that not only was it period correct, but that it was correct down to the most itsy detail.
Right, and of course this isn't just the only vehicle you get with this giveaway.
No, you get the GMC truck, and that's way up there in the front of the Dream Giveaway Garage.
We'll take a walk later.
Yeah, we'll show that to you guys maybe tomorrow or again on Monday, but Tuesday will be the last day to enter. Yes, we will fire them both up on Tuesday. Get your entries, please. Help out those 8 great charities at dreamgiveaway.com. And if you are a fan of Alex Taylor from Motor Trend and Motor Trend TV, good news for you, because she is going to be my special co-host of the awards ceremony for the challengers, for the Plum Crazies. That's going to be happening right over there on stage A.
Yep.
1 week from tomorrow, March 28th. And I hear Jerry B., the winner from Pennsylvania, is already getting very excited to be able to come down here, see the prizes that he won, and then get them back home to PA.
That's right. Alan says you need to talk about the history of the Hertz rental GT Mustang, since that beauty blue 65 fastback is behind you. The Hertz rental GT.
Well, that's a whole other subject. And remember, Hurst, H-U-R-S-T,
right,
is different than Hertz, H-E-R-T-Z,
yeah,
which is a rental company. So I don't want anybody to get it confused that they're the same company. Even phonetically, they sound similar, but they're spelled completely different, and they are not related at all. There was a rent-a-racer program that called a GT350H. H for Hertz, the car rental company, not for Hurst, the 4-speed company, and the dual-gate shifter company. And those were available at Hertz locations. Yeah, I believe in only 65, 66. Did they continue that in 67? Maybe. But they found out that people were really getting a little bit too boisterous, and there were some insurance claims on those vehicles. So they canceled that program back in the 60s, but they have brought it back several times over the decades, including, I think most recently, as maybe 5 or 6 years ago, you could get a GT350H. So it would essentially be a Shelby GT350 but instead of the white and blue signature color, it would be a black and gold signature color to match Hertz, the rental car company's colors and logo.
So you could rent that car.
You could rent that car. It's called Rent a Racer, is what the program.
I wonder how many of those rentals ended up making on the racetrack.
Well, probably more than they wanted to. But back to Hurst.
Hurst, that's right.
Right, as in George Hurst and the Hurst Transmission Company, right? The shifter company. You could look in the back of Hot Rod magazine, and for $10.95, you could get yourself a, I don't know if they were that cheap, you could get yourself a nice Hurst shifter for your vehicle and upgrade. And then before you knew it, the OEs were putting Hurst shifters in their vehicles. Certainly the 1969 GTO had a T-handle one in it,
Yep.
right? And other cars as well. And the Oldsmobile, the Hurst Olds, wasn't the only limited edition that George Hurst put out back in the 60s and in the 70s. Anybody remember the Chrysler 300 Hurst, the 300H in 1970? It was a land yacht in white and gold and a big Chrysler 440 cubic inch engine. And that was a fiberglass hood. Neat car as well. So
Now, Chris, if you win this thing, and I know you can't, well, one of our winners does, are you taking this out to drive around town, or are you just kind of like keeping it in your garage and rubbing it with a cloth?
what would I do? I'd have it out every weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, because this so feels like a new car, I wouldn't worry about it. I'd say, it's no problem. I'm taking the olds out. I wouldn't worry about whether I had that car club card with me or not. If it were to break down, this car is just so nice.
Good deal.
Love that car. What else you got, PJ?
Roger, what about the Hertz donut? Let's not go there.
No, Roger.
Dwayne wants to know, quick on the side boat, 69.5 Roadrunners, do you know how many were made?
I know that on the fours, now hold on, are we talking 69 and a half Roadrunners? So you were specifically asking me how many A12 Roadrunners were made? I know that there were, I think, 422 made with 4 speeds, and I think they made more automatics. Kathy, I'm not sure if you have that number of the total production for A12 69 and a half Roadrunners available. If so, if you may share it. Maybe 1,200? I'm kind of guesstimating there.
It was definitely more than one.
More than one. Yep. And what other prize package in the Dream Giveaway Garage is
matches
cooler
Lori's toenails.
than match Lori's toenails?
Nothing else.
Ah, that was funny. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow. More great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes. It only happens right here in our favorite place on earth, the Dream Giveaway Garage.